I'm Cece and welcome to another episode of Pet Central. This week we have artificial shells, artificial tongues, and well, a whole lot more. Check it out. Some friendships may not seem like the most conventional. And one Instagram account has a pair of friends that, well, you may raise your eyebrows at them at first, but then you'll most certainly follow it with a collective aww. Meet Charles, the female bearded dragon, and Baby, the cat, whose relationship flourished much to their owner's pleasant surprise. You don't have to be a vet to know that being a cat, Baby could have easily hurt Charles, but after carefully introducing the two, their owner was surprised that, instead of being hostile or wary of each other, the two instantly started to cuddle. What's more, when Baby, who like most cats, is afraid of thunder, he immediately runs to his scaly friend for a hug and is soon after calmed down. The owner has even said that the two have become inseparable and almost always fall asleep together. The kitty and dragon, however, don't only snuggle, they even eat together as seen in this picture right here, as well as play together regularly or chill out by simply spending time looking out of the window. If anything, this duo proves that true friendship can flourish despite the odds. So please check out their Instagram below if you want to find out more about Charles, the female bearded dragon, and Baby, the cat. Modern medical science is an amazing thing, and this next story just goes to show what can be done with awesome new technology. During a bushfire in Brazil, a tortoise named Freddy was very badly burnt and lost a large portion of his shell. However, a pioneering group of surgeons named the Animal Avengers stepped in and managed to literally print him a solution that ended up saving his life. Yes, Freddy is the first tortoise in the world to receive a 3D printed shell. Designer Cesaro Moraes said Freddy was the first tortoise in the world to receive a fully rebuilt hull and the first creature that we, as a newly formed group of animal rescuers, decided to help. So, how do they do it? Well, the shell was reconstructed by a 3D computer image based on both precise measurements and images taken of Freddy before the incident. A dental surgeon then turned the design into reality using a 3D printer. However, the team didn't stop there, because after printing the shell, they decided to hand paint it in order to make the shell look as natural as possible. And by all accounts, they did such a good job, most people can't even tell the difference, and Freddy is once again protected from the elements. We here at Pet Central are really impressed with this story because it shows an amazing mix of medical science, design, art, and compassion. Let's hope the Animal Avengers reassemble as often as possible and continue to help animals just like Freddy. The following story is just the kind that I like. And while it may have started on a bit of a sad note, it definitely ends on a much happier one. Our story begins with a malnourished and abused dog named Georgie, who walked into a police command center in Puerto Rico, looking for affection, protection, and nourishment. The police officers on duty immediately spotted the ailing pup and gave him both food and water, followed by a short stay, after which he left how he came. However, the next day, the officers were surprised to see the guest return, whom they fed again and were quoted as saying, "We were surprised at how friendly he was, despite obviously having a difficult past. So seeing how much he enjoyed their company, they made a space for him to sleep at the station and decided to adopt him. Not only has Georgie now found a permanent home, but he also has a new job as the station surveillance dog. He even gets his own vest and badge too." The officers have stated that not only do they love him, but that he will be provided for the rest of his life, especially since he makes his new owners so happy and he reduces tension around the station. This just goes to show that your next best four-footed friend might just pop into your life at any minute. So guys, I have to give you a bit of a disclaimer. This next story is strange, let's just say. So without further ado, here we go. Have you ever had a cat try and lick you and you've wanted to lick him or her back? Well, if you have, then you must have been pretty frustrated because not only would that taste kind of weird and also you'd have a mouthful of fur, but well, it'd be kind of confusing for the cat as well. Introducing the Licky Brush, a product which basically allows humans to have a giant tongue in the shape of a brush, which, as its creators state, allows you to lick your cat without getting any fur balls. The Licky Brush is a high-quality soft silicone brush which you can grasp the bite portion of in between your teeth. Then slowly creep up on your cat and lick them. The company claims that not only is this a meditative practice, but it will also help introduce owners into the mutually beneficial licking behaviors of cats and help owners bond with their feline friends. The Licky Brush is currently set to be released in January 2017, and we're curious to see to what extent the brush will connect humans with cats. Because, well, why not? And now for another session of Ask the Vet, where you get to ask a question to one of our vets about your pet. This week's question comes from Roanna Zhang, who asks, how do I stop my cats from scratching my bag, my couch, and everything else?
That's a good one, actually. What we recommend is to try and discourage the cat to scratch that area that you don't want them to scratch. A very easy way is to introduce a cat scratching post. This is definitely something that they prefer to scratch on, something like a fabric or a string sort of thing, and they would be much more attracted to that if you can add on with some animal pheromone that you can get from your vet. And also try and discourage from the area that they don't want to scratch with some sort of smell that they don't like. Some people say citrus or lemony smell would really discourage them, so that you can try. But if that still doesn't work, I recommend you bringing your pet to the vet because it might be some behavior problem.
And that's it for another session of Ask the Vet. If you have a question that you want one of our vets to answer, please hop on to our Facebook page and hashtag #AskTheVet. Alright guys, and that's it from me for another episode of Pet Central. Don't forget to hit subscribe below to stay up to date with all the latest pet news. Till next time, bye!